Hi, I'm Shams. I am a junior doctor in the NHS. I'm currently on a shift and I am low-key kind of bored and wanting to talk to someone while I'm here on the weekend. And that someone's apparently me, but also whoever's gonna watch this. I kind of just wanted to say, I don't know what I want to say to be honest, but should I show you what the doctor's office looks like? It's a bit of a, it's clean. This one's actually not too bad. I've got two mugs next to me which are mine, and telephone. It's got a bleep. Yes, we use bleeps. Some people are not happy about it. I pick up my mask. Some people are not happy about the bleep system. Some people, I think, probably don't really care. I think in my last trust, they gave us phones when you're on call so that you get called directly or you get messages. So it's just easier rather than having to like respond, get bleeped and then like find a phone to call call that person back, sorry. So yeah, I think, I don't really know what I want to say, to be honest with you. I think it's really important to look after yourself as a doctor. I don't think, you need to be able to have a good work-life balance, especially, well, at any stage of doctoring. I think at every level there's a lot of responsibility and a certain type of responsibility, and if you are doing a lot of shifts in one go, or if you don't have good support system or whatever it is, you could definitely burn out. I know it's not in the typical, like the actual definition of burning out, but you could run out of steam very quickly if you don't have the right things in place. And I think to be able to come back to to your spring, to your bounce, you need good rest. It's just imperative. I don't know. I think being a doctor is interesting. I think being a healthcare professional, you are managing people in their most vulnerable moments when there's no one else around, and I think that's very special when their family's not around, who would otherwise look after them if they're at home unwell. And I really think one of the most important things is trying to be as compassionate as possible and just showing patients that you care. It can be difficult to do, especially when you're just got a million and one things to do, and you get something called compassion fatigue. And I think that, again, with burnout, it's something that happens after a long time, but I do think trying to keep the compassion there is very, very important, and it's probably one of the reasons why I enjoy what I do. The connecting with patients, I think, is something that I really enjoy. I just think if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would enjoy the job as much. Definitely not. Having said that, I look to do radiology as a career because of the work-life balance. So who knows if I actually end up doing that instead of or rather go down a more something that's got a lot more patient contact. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what I kind of wanted to jump on and say. I think the other thing as well is, as a Muslim, how do you stay in touch with your religion? I think with the hectic work schedule and coming back from work very tired, it can be very difficult to actually fulfill a lot of the duties as a Muslim that Allah has asked us to do, and our obligations. And these include things like praying on time, and then other things such as, I think prayer is one of the biggest things. There's other things such as reading Quran and doing your azkar and all the rest of it, and then obviously looking after your family if you've got one. And there's so many things. I think prayer is probably one of the things I've been told, and I have experienced it myself in terms of being able to, struggling in terms of being able to keep on top of that. And I just think squeezing in any moment, any opportunity you get to try and pray, like just take that opportunity and run with it. I think especially when you're stuck on the ward and you know the prayer room might be on the other side of the hospital and there might not be one at all, I don't know. So on the ward it could be difficult to find a room, but actually my experience is that I've just told the people that I work with, hey, I need to pray, is there somewhere I can pray? And they usually just say, yeah, there's a room on offer. And to be honest, if someone tells you no, it's a bit of a concern, and I think you should definitely, you know, try and stand your ground and say, like, look, it'll only take me a few minutes. I want somewhere to pray. Usually somewhere on the ward there is. I think the thing is, if you put Allah first, i.e. pray, Allah will put you first, and you just, I think work becomes a lot easier if you're praying on time, or if you just pray whenever, at the right time at least. You know, I think it gives you, so there's been times where I've just been so stressed with work, and it's time to pray, and the prayer room is usually quite a quiet place to go to, you know. People are just sort of, you know, you might see someone you know and you interact with them, etc., but also people are in their own thoughts and sort of connecting with Allah. And I just think if Allah is the one that has all of the power to be able to firstly bring someone to life, decide what illnesses that the illness that they're going to have, how long they're going to live, how their illness is going to go, etc., then it only makes sense for me as a Muslim to come and seek his help, his guidance, and even just ask for a bit of I would say hudu, like calmness. Like I just feel like my anxiety and worries and, like, you know, the feeling like you can't help someone in the moment, or whatever it is, any stress or anything that's bothering you, Allah's given you the opportunity to come and connect with him at that time and just give your worries to him, subhanallah. And I feel like it just helps so much, and you feel very refreshed. And actually, like, during Ramadan is literally the best time, like, is genuinely the best time, because first you're fasting for Allah, and you're doing such great work, at the time, and you feel very connected with Allah. Like, it's just the most amazing thing ever. I know working in the NHS has its issues, I know, but, you know, we just try and get through that. And yeah, I don't know, I guess that's something I wanted to say, like, from the very beginning. Or something that was on my mind. I love talking about Islam. It's one of my biggest passions, and any opportunity I can talk about it with someone, I will try. Although, you know, I'm a bit shy at first, or might not even talk about it in the first place, or whatever, but I'm working on it. I feel like it's something that people need to know about. And even, like, you know, people who are obviously Muslims themselves, they need to, maybe we don't discuss it enough, or, you know, advice on how to improve, like, ourselves aren't spoken about enough, and we sort of just assume, like, sure, this is just the way things are. Like, you know, I think Allah sends, you know, one of Allah's messages in the Quran is that we need to help each other with patience and with compassion. You know, if you have the knowledge, then spread it. If you have the advice, then give it. If you have something that might, like, a material thing that actually will benefit someone, then give it. Like, you know, don't withhold anything. It's not within our right or anyone else's right to withhold anything from anyone. But yeah, I just think anything good comes from Allah. That is the truth. Anything good comes from Allah, and anything bad either comes from ourselves or the shaitan. But yeah, that's kind of something I just want to say while I'm, like, here on my shift. Yeah. Happy Sunday. Bye.